Dr. Sarpong is a senior lecturer at the Senior Research Fellow of the Kumasi Technical University Institute of Research. In an engagement with the press in Accra on the presidential race, Professor Sarpong shared prediction for parliamentary elections ahead of December 7th.
I am the director in charge of research and innovation at the Kumasi Technical University. Somewhere in 2014, I took interest in elections research because there I could hear people churn out figures, and I wondered whether they had the basis, the statistical basis or the research basis to be doing that. Not that I disrespected them or doubted them, but I wanted to do a counter to see whether from where they stood and from where I stand, whether there is some uniformity in the data that we churn from the same population. So I tried that briefly until 2016, where I realized, okay, fine. In the small samples trials that I have done, there is some higher level of accuracy in mine compared to theirs. So my first national one was the 2020 election. Beyond that, before that, I had done minor ones, constituency levels, regional levels, and all those ones. But the national one, I had the opportunity to do the 2020 elections. And fortunately, my predicted value for the winner, NPP, was 51.4, and the actual that came was 51.3. And then for the first runner-up, it was NDC, 47.3, and then the actuals that came was also 47.3. So it was, more over 96% accurate, and I felt it meant that if we should get involved, academia should get involved. Some of those things can be done and done well. The unfortunate thing is that when my results came, people actually didn't take it serious. Both sides, both MPP and NDC. Around that time, MPP felt they have done free SHS, this, that. So what is this researcher saying? 51? When they have had predictions that says they were going to get as much as 56% and all those things around that time. So, in fact, my report was treated with a lot of no attention or discontent. So, that is it. And then to some of my friends in NDC, they felt that they were actually winning and that I might have taken money from somewhere to do a quack research or something. So, I have a friend, the general secretary at that time, who called and said, "Oh, smart." Then I was doctor. Doctor, tithe is still 10% too. What does it mean? It means whatever I've gone for, I should bring his share, or I should come and pay tithe. Those things. So my current position is that enough of the downplayment of the research works that comes out, even from sources that they claim not to believe, they should still take it as a feedback. Work on it. It will be better for you to work to avert an impending danger than to say that you don't believe it's a danger. Oh, it will not come, it will not come. Only to wake up to the reality that that which you were foretold has come. So, two things: take research work as a feedback, and number two, accept that scientific behavior has entered into the modern day system, and that when you keep doing things business as usual, you are going to be left behind. So respect science and data, and then take the outcomes of science and data as feedback so that you work on it and turn things in your favor. It is better to do so than to downplay it and to wake up to the reality. So that is it. So with these two motivations, I try to also respect the rules that guides sampling, wider sample size, trying to make sure representation. And here, the sub-samples in the country called Ghana have been demarcated for us. They say we have 276 sub-samples. It's when those sub-samples come to that they come and form one country called Ghana. So central limits theorem, a certain law in statistics, central limits theorem will tell you that try and pick sample from each sub-sample. So as a characteristic of a very quality research, when I see a sub-sample left out, I have a problem. In fact, sampling has a challenge, and trying to do all two will come with some expense and a challenge. But you must try as much as possible to obey the laws that guide sampling. And so I have satisfied that all 267 constituencies have been duly visited. This that I put out is not the actual, it is the predicted. The actual will actually be observed on December 7th. What they have to do, if they respect science and data, is to look at where the edges will have to be ironed out, and then go all out to make sure they get enough votes to cross the pass mark. They should try. It's going to be a hard work. 1% of 18 million is huge. It's not small. They have a clue. I mentioned it in the press conference that even though they are in lead in 7 regions, one of them shows a extreme prominence, that's Ashanti, but one is having a very slim one. This is the western region. What it means is that if you don't work hard in western region, even that lead can be overtaken. So the dynamics will come to play based on the level of effort they are going to put in from now to December 7th. And then we will come back and measure the difference between the predicted and the actual. I just want to urge everybody that when there is the opportunity to choose between chaos and peace, choose peace. In fact, he who fights and runs lives to fight another day. It will be unfortunate for you to think that this thing, I must fight, I must put my head on, I must put my life on. Once your life is taken away from you, you never get it back. You might have left a family behind, you might have wasted an opportunity ahead of you. In fact, a certain better person you were going to be in future would have been cut short. Mind you, the people who fight are not the people who get the appointment. As you are on the street there fighting, the person who is going to be appointed a minister or something is in a room cooling off. That is the most unfortunate thing when I see our youth there on the street fighting for people, and year in year out you see every 4 years they come and say, we did this, we did that, but you didn't take care of us. You did this, you did that, you didn't take care of us. Hey, if you kill yourself today, there's no guarantee that you'll be taken care of. Or if you injure, unfortunate, if you break one of your eye or your leg or whatever, there's very little they can do to help you. So please, when the option comes to choose between peace and war, I am begging you, let's choose peace. It is just an expression of mind, ideas, using your thumb. Do that one peacefully, go back home, rest. If you want to be there and observe and you have time to be there the whole day, try and observe the whole day, and then be peaceful throughout. If there is anything fishy going on, you can report. You can sort of resist politely, not to go with all your life and whatever. Do as much as your strength can, and then stay off. After all, there are a lot of remedial processes that you can take to resolve that problem. Let's choose peace seriously, especially the younger ones. Please, the future is supposed to be bright. Don't waste it now. Choose peace. That will be my advice to all Ghanaians going into elections 2024.
Thank you for watching Nation One TV. Kindly subscribe for more news updates.